They're 15. Akala natin dati mamatatanda lamang. But now, it's really, makulong ngayon, nasa 30s. Yeah. And the incidence of obesity-related cancer is also getting younger. Now, I want you to focus on this. Kay high blood yan, kay diabetes yan, kay cancer or stroke, there is a common mechanism. And I want you to focus on this because this is where your products can really make a difference. One is obesity. Second is oxidative stress. Huwag mag-nosebleed, I'm going to explain it in simple terms. And finally, chronic inflammation. Kay high blood, kay diabetes, kay cancer, all these factors are contributing to these top killers. Let me explain to you how. And these three are really lifestyle related. Okay? In fact, cancer, diabetes, cancer in particular, 5 to 10% only is contributed by what your parents passed on to you. 90 to 95% is real. Kaya huwag yung sisihin yung mga magulang ninyo. Okay? 90 to 95% are really lifestyle. Now, the good news is, if it is mostly lifestyle related, then it can be prevented, it can be controlled, and it can even be reversed. Guys, my personal testimony is, as a medical director for Asia Pacific, I sleep for 4 hours a day. To keep myself awake, 2 Red Bull yan every day. And 10 cups of coffee every day. The stress level is so high that at one point I almost had a heart bypass in Singapore. Kung na-imagine niyo po yung image ni Jesus in my life sa heart niya. I was there on the operating table and I was praying like, Lord, spare me. I'm going to change already. So, my wife was crying on one side of outside the operating room. Hindi dahil siya natapagod siya mawala ako kasi sanay naman siya hindi na ako nakikita. Umiiyak siya, hindi niya alam kung saan ito nilagay mga pera namin. I didn't endorse my bank account or the passwords for my investments. So anyway, before the operation, the doctor looked at the scan again and said, if you will do lifestyle change, then maybe we can abort this procedure. I thought that was like God's response to my prayer to spare me. I tell you, lifestyle change I did. Tennis, 2 hours I can play for 2 hours. And from 83 kilograms, I was overweight. 83 kg, my weight went down to 68, which was my ideal weight. But that also came with a lot of discipline about your diet. So that's why I said, pwede siyang i-reverse. Pwede yung mga block sa arteries ninyo, if you do your lifestyle change, pwede siyang ma-reverse. Okay. So, madalas natin sinasabi, Dok, parang bigla-bigla na lang. Okay naman siya last week, tapos bigla na lang nagkaroon ng bukol. Hello. Cancer does not happen overnight. Now, maybe one cancer cell got transformed 15 years ago, which your immune system was able to handle. Pero kung tuloy-tuloy kang umiinom, tuloy-tuloy kang naninigarilyo, there comes a point where your immune system is so overwhelmed it cannot handle the cancer anymore. By the time you palpate, kung may nakakapa kayong kasing laki ng marble, that marble-sized tumor contains at least more than 10 million cancer cells already. It's late na, no? But guys, you really have to do some examination. Alright? So, Ang point ko lang is, habang nasa stage pa silang maliliit pa lang, if you do your lifestyle change, then you are helping your immune system to combat the disease and eliminate those renegade cells. Okay, so let's go back to this. Obesity, oxidative stress, and lifestyle change. Alam niyo ba guys that 39 to 49% of the global population, that's about 2.8 to 3.5 billion people who are overweight and obese. Grabe, no? And sometimes, guys, hindi naman ang sinasabi ng mga tao na mahina naman kumain. Could be some genes also, no, na may problema. Now, do you know that obesity is associated with 13 kinds of cancer, including breast cancer in women, ovarian cancer, uterine cancer, pancreatic cancer, which is most difficult to treat, colon cancer, etc. 13 yan lahat. So very important for us to be aware of these things. No? Now, let's talk about oxidative stress. Okay, what is oxidative stress? No? Siguro hindi mo ma-imagine, but oxidation is actually a common phenomenon. Pag kinat mo yung banana or your apple at nag-brown eventually, that's a manifestation of an oxidation process. At wala siyang sinasanto, malambot, matigas. You're familiar with this, the iron can get corroded as well. That's a chemical reaction. Yung mga tubo dyan can get also corroded, right? And yung mga tubo niyo sa loob ng katawan niyo can also get clogged because of cholesterol. And by the way, guys, hindi lahat ng nagkaka-heart attack has high cholesterol. Yung iba normal cholesterol, paano nangyari? Because of inflammation, yung artery natin, walang para yan, pero nagko-constrict because of inflammation. And I'm going to tell you later on what causes inflammation and which of our products can be anti-inflammatory. Okay. So, hindi lahat ng mga may heart attack ay mataas ang cholesterol. Imagine that. If you have a lot of stresses and your body is inflamed, pwede ka magkaroon din ng mga heart attack. Alright. This is familiar. Yeah? Yung kamatis na nabubulok eventually, or your normal cells are being attacked by free radicals, no? Can develop, can shrink like this. So, most of you would be familiar with this figure, right? This is how your normal cell would look like, but when that cell is undergoing oxidative stress, it degenerate. Okay? Pero pag nilagyan mo ng antioxidants, be it Celavim or whatever, then they can regenerate again. Saan nagagaling yung free radicals? Inside the body. Every time you burn food, you produce free radicals. Mabuti na lang, our body is so intelligent na nagpuproduce din siya ng sariling antioxidants. Liver produces that. So mga glutathione, hindi lang paputi yun, no? And alpha-lipoic acid are very important antioxidants. Pero in our modern lifestyle right now, we are practically swimming in a sea of free radicals. From the pollution that we inhale, from the junk food that we eat, all the stresses that we're going through, smoking and alcohol, all the chemicals, even guys who pag-makeup niyo, be careful. Yung mga shampoo natin, all this contain a lot of chemicals. Yung parang spray nyo dyan, mga approaches, no? Or kung kayo plantita, yung mga fertilizer. All of these are sources of your pollutants, no? At importante na mabalansa siya. Manifestation ng oxidative stress, premature aging of skin. May nakita ba ko yung mga colleagues ninyo, 30 years old pa lang, talagang lubog na, di ba?
Yes.
Malamang hindi yan nag-iusahan na.
Yes!
Now, this is external. Imagine what happens inside the body. Internal organs. Narinig niyo na ba si Jopek Pedroso nagsabi na, how do you say this, Lana? Sabi niya, gusto niyo bang huwag tumanda na mabilis yung internal organs? Remember what Jopek said, right? Which is, I think, a powerful way. You want to maintain the youth of your internal organs. Yeah? I think that was a very powerful selling proposition. Anyway. So, imagine guys what happens inside the cell because of this oxidative stress. Yung mga sakit na yan lahat, yung katarata sa mata, yung mga heart attack, yung mga Alzheimer's disease, all of these are linked to oxidative stress. Sabi and the third one is chronic inflammation. Sabi ng Harvard, chronic inflammation is the cause of diabetes, heart disease, and cancer. Alam niyo yung sugat, di ba? Pag nakasugat tayo ng mamaga, eventually, in a matter of 1 week, mawawala naman yun. Pero imagine if inside your body, the organs are inflamed, tuloy-tuloy. This is what happens, an example of your liver na healthy. And what happens if tuloy-tuloy yung inflammation niya because of hepatitis or alcohol? Namumulubot siya. It becomes scarred or becomes cirrhotic. And it becomes a risk factor for cancer of the liver. Okay? So inflammation is really, really bad for us. Now, anong solution? Kung obesity yan, guys, you really have to manage your lifestyle. Oxidative stress, kung kakain kayo ng antioxidants through fruits and vegetables, that should be good. But I will tell you later on na hindi kayo kumakain ng tama. Inflammation, we have a lot of products to address inflammation without resorting to steroids because steroids is anti-inflammatory, pero bad also. Now, so can cancer be prevented? Yes. Sabi ng American Institute for Cancer Research, if we do the healthy diet, if we do regular exercise, and we maintain normal weight, 30 to 40% of cancers can really be prevented. Parang napakadali namang gawin, di ba? Pero ginagawa ba natin? Okay. Show of hands. Who among you here can say, actually, I eat healthy dog, kumakain ko ng gulay consistently and fruits. Can you have a show of hands? Very good. Ano kayo? Ano?
Carnivore.
Hindi sana pa naman kayo hindi excited. Dok, hindi kami kayo ng gulay kasi naglalak-lak kami ng sana. Vaccination is very important, no? For liver cancer. Get yourself vaccinated for hepatitis. And girls, HPV for cervical cancer. Get yourself vaccinated as well kasi pabata ng pabata. Anyway, sabi sa recommendation, 5 to 10 servings of vegetables and fruits daily. Nagagawa ba talaga? Hindi, di ba? When we did a survey of those people who said, hindi kumakain kami ng gulay, talaga fruits regularly. Pero when we examined their food diary, only 1 in 4 people, 25% ang talagang totoong kumakain ng tama. How about the rest of us? Is this not familiar?
Yes.
May gulay. Rice, French fries don't count as vegetable.
Lahas.
May tomato naman daw. Ayun, may soft drink pa. No? Sugary drinks are really bad. No? So, most of us are guilty of this, given our busy lifestyle. Ako, guilty din naman yan. More so when I was in duty somewhere. Now, this becomes even a bigger problem in my cancer patients because kahit Kahit anong gawin mo, hindi sila kumakain. Kahit anong pilit mo, mag-aaway lang kayo, hindi sila kumakain. And you can't blame them. It's because of the effect of cancer on the body or because of the effect of chemotherapy as well. Because of this, it led to my search for a solution. Ano kayo ang pwede kong ibigay sa mga pasyente ko? That was the first question that triggered me to study nutrition. Bago pa man mag-USANA, I was studying cancer nutrition because I wanted to address this question. So, it led to my, because sabi nga nila, your malnutrition is responsible for 40% of cancer. You don't die from cancer itself. Dahil sa hindi sila kumakain. Malnourished severely. That led to my asking questions about what can I give my patients. Saka ko na meet si Parang Wets. Kainuman ko namin. I was in search for a solution. And there were just too many out there in the market. And sabi ko, wow, kung mga cancer patients hindi kumakain ng maraming gulay, kahit tayo nga hindi kumakain talaga din, naalala ko yung nanood ako dati ng mga sci-fi, scientific fiction na movies, na in the future, maybe you don't really have to eat vegetables in pockets. Maybe they just come in tablet form. You know? Star Trek yata yun, I don't know what the movie was. But sabi ko, maybe that is the solution for cancer patients. Maybe a high value, meaning maraming laman na tablet extract ng mga vegetables na kinampress mo na sa isang tablet. That started my thinking process. And I came to this. And why USANA? Again, you're familiar. I'm convinced about the science behind this product. No company is so obsessed with research as much as this. Guys, remember I am in R&D, sa drug research, and kung paano kahigpit ng US FDA around these things. Supplements are not even required to do that. But USANA does it. No? Quality control sobra. US FDA inspected, source of raw materials, and of course the intelligence technology. Sabi ng Lipro at sa school namin, at the minimum, these are the things that a cancer patient would need. Turmeric, mula sa luya. Meron ba tayo niyan sa USANA? Beta-glucan from mushrooms.
Yes.
Kaki from mushrooms. EGCG from green tea.
Yes.
Fatty acids, omega-3.
Yes.
Probiotics. Resveratrol.
Yes.
Saan sa resveratrol?
Placenta.
Rapeseed. Vitamin D3. Vitamin E. And sabi nila, at the very minimum, this is what cancer patients need. Guys, grabe lang ba? Actually, dito ako na-impress actually. Sabi ko, oh, antioxidants ang dami. 18 powerful antioxidants. Tama ba? 18 powerful antioxidants. Sabi ko, sa isang bote, nandun na lahat. So that got me really interested in this product. At isa pa yung grapeseed extract. Guys, kung may dalawang produkto na paborito ko talaga itong sa Sensias Flavonoids. Powerful na antioxidants. Akala ko dati yung claim na 50 times more potent than vitamin C, 20 times more potent than vitamin E. Akala ko claim ng USANA yun. Actually, sa libro pala namin sa nutrition. Oo, so hindi siya claim ng USANA, it's really the truth. And then, it's a powerful anti-inflammatory. Dati yung wife ko dahil may sinusitis, diba? Hindi ako makatulog na ingay sa tabi. Pag wala na mag-proflavanol, kamahimik na. Grabe ba? Again, it also improves your immune function. It protects you from the... Anyway, mag-fear tayo sa mga false claims. Anyway, And it also keeps your arteries dilated para hindi siya maparahan. Okay? And we have that in Paflaca.
Yes.
Okay. So, I needed proof that it really works. Just like many doctors, we are quite skeptical about its effect. This patient is diabetic and hypertensive, naka-insulin, naka-tatlong anti-hypertensive drug, mataas ang cholesterol. And just like many diabetics, if you have family na may diabetes, you know that the skin can really be impacted. Makate, nakakasugat, nagkikima ng mga sakit sa balat. I placed him on Celsentials and Proflavan. After 1 month, magaling yung sugat. After 3 months, look at what happened to the skin. I should know because this is me. That is my leg. So, tama yung sabi ni Yusana that it really nourishes the cells underneath to renew para mapalitan yung nasa itaas. So that started my journey. At isa pa, again, I was telling you I was like overweight. I challenged my family, mag-reset lang tayo ng 5 days. Hindi na tayo kakain ng kanin for 5 days. Because my wife is on the plump side, my daughter also, and I was obese also. Kasi nag-try na kami yan dati, hindi ko mabanggitin yung produkto. Hindi talaga eh. By the 3rd day, mainit na yung ulo ng dalawa. Lalo pa may bagoong, di ba? So we started Yusana Reset Program for 5 days. Talagang nobody would like to blink. Kung pag ikaw kumain ng kanin, talo-tikon dyan. You know what? After 5 days, nobody wanted to go back to rice. Of course, vegetables, pero wala na yung craving for rice. Even yung sweets, pag nasanay na yung tila mo na hindi, sugar becomes an assault on your tongue, taste buds. Grabe ba, guys?
Yes.
Guys, grabe ba? That's how I maintain my weight as well. I hardly exercise. Wala na akong ka-tennis. Baka cement or ranch. Kailangan ko ng tennis para Another doctor who is non-believer of supplements. Anak na upline ko yan. Remember during the time of COVID na PPE, nag-develop ng contact dermatitis tawag na nagsusugat ng nanana. Okay? Binigyan ng laser ng derma, kaya pinag-iwan pa ng bakas. Look at the second picture, meron pa rin dark spots, di ba? Unfortunately or fortunately, nagka-COVID. Napilitan uminom ng Celsentials. Napilit ng nanay. Baka bumagsak yung immune system, uminom ka nito. Lo and behold, from Celsentials, look at the skin.
Wow.
Dahil yung doctor na yan, believer na, at user na Yusana.
Wow.
Alam ko, ang hirap convincehin yung mga doktor. If you can just convince them to just maintain a open-minded skepticism and just try the product for themselves muna. Kasi mahirap sila pagpintahin kung sila mismo hindi na na-experience. So, what do I give my cancer patients? No? Diba ang dami? Ang dami produkto? Paano kayo? How do I combine all these? Guys, problema niyo ba yun? Diba? Ba't to? Ano bang naman dyan? May color coding naman. Kung susundin yung color coding. But, in our team, again, we have a specific set of products which we tell our clients what they can take for cardiovascular health, for cancer patients, those na meron diabetes, or for weight management, we just follow yung ating weight Yung package natin, yung package 1 and package 2. Yeah, just follow that. For medical atleta, because the needs of athletes are different. Tayo mga mortal, pwede na yung isang basong tubig, but yung mga atleta, they need much more than that. More so for cancer patients. Cancer patients are as if they are running a marathon. They need more than just recommended dietary habits. Yung mga ordinaryong vitamins and minerals, hindi na sapat yun. We need a much higher level, and supplements that can really penetrate into the cells where they are needed. And only intelligent technology does that. Okay? Okay. So, sa akin na, Nutri-Meal is always part of my regimen, especially yung patient hindi kumakain. So, that will replenish already their caloric needs. Minsan, 3 scoops a day, 3 scoops per intake, pero 3 to 4 times a day yan kapag hindi kumakain. No? Kasi hindi mo mapakain ng tamang kain. Remember that these cancer patients lose muscles. They lose muscles. They need protein. They need protein for their immune system to work. And luckily, our Nutri-Meal contains a lot of protein. Like konting sugar, but they are low glycemic, meaning hindi sila nagpo-flood into the bloodstream. They are absorbed slowly. Remember that simple sugars like donuts, soft drinks, biglang akit ng sugar, biglang baba. Pag bumababa, that's when your craving also starts kick in as well. Fortunately, this one, dahan-dahan ang pasok sa bloodstream. Gluten-free is important because, again, gluten can trigger inflammation in the body. It can trigger also allergy as well, if you are sensitive to that. So all these things are really beneficial. Of course, essentials is always fundamental. Ito yung talagang pinaka-foundational of a good health. Kinormal ka, may sakit ka, I will always go back to this as my main foundation. Flavanol, nabanggit ko na kanina, powerful anti-inflammatory. But guys, medical. My favorite as well for cancer patients. When you watch. Remember that most of the cancer patients are elderly. Osteoporotic na yung mga buto. Magnecal D is very important, or vitamin D3 in particular, is important for bone health. Hindi pwedeng vitamin D lang. Kailangan may kasabay siyang magnesium at calcium. Lumaklak ka na ng lumaklak ng cactus to get all the calcium you need. Without magnesium and vitamin D, wala rin mangyayari. So you need a combination. Now, vitamin D3 has a more important function than bone health. Do you know that vitamin D3 can actually shut off the genes that trigger them, the cancer cells, to divide and divide? Vitamin D is also known to induce what we call apoptosis or cell suicide. Harakiri. It pushes the cell to commit suicide, lalo pag defective yung cell. It induces them to die. Okay? Para hindi mo ma-perpetuate ang bad cells. So, these are the doctors are, guys, recognizing this already. So, among those easy sell for you, mag-calcium D easy sell, because vitamin D is no longer controversial for them. Even fish oil is no longer controversial. No? Fish oil by omega-3 is powerful anti-inflammatory. Very powerful. Hindi naman tayo kumakain ng salmon araw-araw, di ba? Hindi kaya eh. So you might as well supplement with vitamin, with omega-3. Hepasil is very important. Remember what I said earlier? Habang tumatanda tayo, yung capacity of the liver to produce antioxidant decreases. A cancer patient going through chemotherapy, then chemo will release a lot of these free radicals in the bloodstream. The liver is so overwhelmed how to handle that. At the liver needs help. I will tell you, I have a patient na, not my patient actually, somebody was doing chemo on her, and the blood enzymes, the liver enzymes, SGOT, SGPT, remember that? May blood test yung ginagawa dyan. It was elevated by maybe 3 or 4 times that the oncologist cannot proceed with the chemotherapy for fear that it will further damage the liver. So sabi ko, stop, the liver. Sabi ko, stop muna. Let's try Magnical. I was not really expecting much, actually, to be honest. But after 1 month, the SGOT and SGPT went down to normal. Hindi namin sinabi sa Ombo kung ano nangyari. Basta bumalik lang, ano ginawa mo? Basta daw, may ininom ako. Maybe you should start educating our colleagues. Probiotics. Dr. Chips. Gut health. Favorite topic na ni Chips naman yung gut health. When you go through chemotherapy, radiation therapy, cancer patients are also take a lot of antibiotics because they are prone to infection. They take a lot of painkillers. They are going through a lot of stress. All these things can really destroy the balance between the good and bad bacteria in your gut. And you know that the gut and the brain talk to each other a lot, right? So, do you know that the happy hormones, 90% are produced in the gut, actually, not in the brain. Kaya pala masaya kayo pag kumakain kayo masarap. So, importante yung gut health. Now, patients with cancer are really depleted because of this. No? That's why it's important to restore the balance. Either through food, if you like Korean drama, you can take kimchi or yogurt. But of course, you can also take probiotics, which is very convenient. Kasi, okay. Okay. One of my patients with colon cancer got operated for 12 hours. Sobrang tagal ng operation. The kidney was affected. And then, kailangan nila maglagay ng granada. These are JP drain, no? Para lumabas yung mga fluid na nag-accumulate sa abdomen. No? That patient was draining 2 liters every 24 hours. 4-5 months. Can you imagine yung inconvenience ng pag-gising ko sa umaga, basang-basa yung kama? And the doctor doesn't know what to do anymore kasi what? I had a feeling something is inflamed inside. Plus, ang daming antibiotics, maybe the gut health is also affected. So what I did, sige, subukan na natin bumahin natin. Binigyan ko ng Nutrimil para mabalik yung kanyang energy. Binigyan ko ng Proflavon to control the inflammation. Binigyan ko ng Biomega to help control the inflammation. Hepacil for the liver. Magnical tea. Remember, this is 5 months of 2 liters a day. Hi Doc, dati 100 cc per hour. Now, bumababa ng 45 cc per hour. After 10 days of the regimen, bagsak ng 3 cc. That allowed the doctor to remove the granada na nagkabit sa grabe lang ba? Right. Sabi niya, Doc, ang galing ng sana. Ang bilis ko na maglakad. Dati I walk like an 80-year-old lola. Ang dati kapag nag-mall kami, pag uwi namin ay pagod na. Pagod ako. Now, after malling, ay mataas pa na ng energy ko. Okay. So, listen. Okay pang testimonials yan. Remember, obesity is a problem that I want to solve. And guys, This should be part of your business talaga. Madaling hanapin yung mga potential clients. Di ba? And by the way, hindi porke payat ka ay okay ka. May tinatawag akong toffee, thin outside, fat inside. Yung visceral fat nila, nasa loob pala. Kahit payat sila pa outside. Kaya yung in body natin, mami-measure nila yun eh. No? Mabubuking ka. No? So, I encourage you to really study yung weight management. Ako, ang approach ko sa weight management is not just about giving this. It's about really mindset change. Because weight management is more like a mental game than a physical one. Just like your business. So, if you just look at the package natin, weight loss 1, weight loss 2, just follow that. And then, I urge the patients to always really exercise. And sleep. No amount of dieting is going to make you lose weight if you are sleeping for like 4 hours. Because lack of sleep is a trigger in your brain to start craving for tasty food. Tasty means sugary, salty, fatty foods. At kung gising ka hanggang alas 2 madaling araw, you keep on raiding the ref, right? Paano kayo papayat? Okay. Do you know who this is? This is Pio.
Yes.
Pio de la Cruz. Ano pa ng grupo niya?
Density.
Sama siya dun sa weight loss challenge. Lost 12 kg in 28 days.
Wow.
Hanapin niyo siya sa Facebook, si Coach Pio Jesus. PJ. Pio Jesus de la Cruz. PJ. Papa Piolo. Dating. Okay. And I have a lot of associates as well who really had a success. No? This client is associate na natin yan from Australia. From 82.3 kilograms to 74.3. Grabe self-confidence. Feeling maganda naman talaga, di ba? So it's not so much about aesthetic reason that you're losing weight, but because of your health reason. So my approach to total wellness is really about doing this: exercising, nutrition, sleep, stress management, positive social connections. Have friends, like teammates ninyo, hindi social media connection. So, social connections. Be with your community that is supportive of you. No? And support each other. Okay. I-plug ko lang because we created a Heal Strong program for cancer patients. Because yung mga cancer patients pag natapos na yung chemo, parang nasunod, parang takot nang bumalik yung mga sakit nila. Every CT scan na lang nininervyos. So we create a mental health screening program for them. We create a nutrition program for them. We create an exercise program for them that is appropriate for cancer patients. We even go through sound bath or whatever modalities there are that are many of our colleagues in the medical profession but probably believe in, but because I know better. So, yeah. And then, if you want to refer patients as well, this is my clinic. Some of the colleagues will ask me for the nutrition lang, but that's also fine. But Kyle and Renzo and Mr. Raj, Mr. Ryan, thank you for this invitation to speak to you. Sana nakita yung inyong belief sa product. At sana klaro din kung ano yung pwede nyo i-recommend sa mga patients. I'm ready for questions. I know marami kayong tanong.
Ayan guys, so that's all, palakpakan naman natin, Alex. Thank you so much, Doc, for your time. So guys, Doc, how many questions pala can the audience ask you? Kaya, sige. So guys, for those who have questions, sige.
Sir,
Siguro we can only entertain up to 3 questions. Yeah.
I just like to know what is the reason for the fights.
Usana medicine for the files. In the files. Files is yung hemorrhoids. Yeah. Hemorrhoids are very dilated and inflamed blood vessels. So any anti-inflammatory among the products might be able to help. Your proflavanol, maybe your Primega. But also, I think gut health is related to gut health. I would be giving probiotics as well as part of it. But if it's recurring and difficult to manage, I would advise that it get removed already surgically. The surgeon can easily remove that and you should be out of your trouble. Yes?
Hello, Doc. I have a sister who has lymphoma, and she has undergone chemotherapy. What are the Usana products that you can recommend to her? And also the dosage.
Although I tend to follow what is on the label as far as the dosage is concerned. Only very exceptionally do I go beyond a certain dose. Now, tapos na yung chemo niya. The cancer is still there. That's really tough.
I
Yeah,
think...
but- yeah.
And that's, sorry ko. And may tanong ata yung isa.
Okay, but sagutin muna natin. I mean, I will still go through what I recommended earlier for my cancer patients in general, but without promise na it will make the cancer go away. No guarantees. No guarantees, right? But it may help support. Ang sa akin lang, all these things can help build the immune system. No? Hoping that they will do the fighting themselves. Very exceptional na lang yun eh. Yung mga patients na stage 4, na akala mo wala na mangyayari, natapos na yung chemo. I have had like maybe 3 cases na nag-check at yung sana ha, nag-change na ng lifestyle, change diet to completely plant-based diet. Tanggal yung sugar, tanggal yung mga processed food, exercise. For some reason, I can't explain it, but negative effects can. So, just because stage 4 does not mean na wala nang... Of course, in general, it's really bad situation, pero there are exceptional cases as well. Maybe partly miracle, but who knows? Ooh.
Next na ba yun? Ano? Hello, man. Hi, Doc. Anyway, ang question ko lang, Doc, meron kasi ang kita na may cancer na stage 4.
Consultation ito. Sige.
Actually, Doc, nag-average na yung product, medyo nag-improve yung health niya. Kaso may mga concern siya, bakit daw nag-suffer siya ng LVM and bloatedness kapag ka-limitate siya ng bacteria. And pagka dinadamihan ko yung dosage ng cell cycles niya, mag-increase na. Ano po pwede mo help?
Remember that magnesium component can induce power. Yeah. What I would do is, especially, kasi minsan halo-halo na kasi. Just because you took some essentials or magnesium does not mean it was responsible for that. So, what I would do then is, tanggalin ko muna yan. Si Magnical, kung naka 4 tablets a day yan, tapos nagka-diarrhea, tanggalin ko muna. Let's observe. Mawawala ka talaga. Introduce ko muna, isa muna. Kung wala naman nangyayari, okay pa rin siya, add some more. Pag wala pa rin, add some more until hit that dose na wala siyang mga symptoms. that's how I would eliminate yun ba talaga? Kasi minsan kasi lahat na lang sinisisi sa kaso naman ang daming factors that can influence that. So by the process of elimination, then maybe we can matukoy natin yung talaga ang dahilan. Marami din yan guys, umpisa lang sa sensus, nakita ulo mo. Anong mga sintomas? So what I would do, remove it muna and observe, kung mawala, and then into the slowly.
Actually, Doc, nung lalo gumagamit yung kita ko ng products natin, sobrang nag-improve talaga yung kanyang health. And well, kahit na tinanong niya yun, continuous pa rin naman siya gumagamit. Medyo inalam niya lang kung bakit. And last question, Doc, since nag-improve dati, ang pain ng kita ko nasa 100%, ngayon parang nasa 5 to 10% na lang. Yes. Ang question niya lang, since may mga schedule po sa radiation, ang tanong niya sa akin, pwede ba siya hindi natuloy doon? Kasi since nararamdaman niya na okay na siya. Ano kaya?
Kasi baka magsisi ka lang ito. Kasi mo nagkasarsan niya rin naman. What I would do during chemotherapy is, and this is, paano daw kung nagkikimo ako, pwede pa bang magano? Ang ginagawa ko sa clinic is, kasi the chemotherapy traditionally is given every 3 weeks. Pag bigay ng chemo ngayon, stop ko muna yung mga supplements para lang hindi maghalo-halo yung mga effect ko. And then I would assume that the blood levels ng chemo will drop by the 3rd day. So by the 1st day, umpisa ulit kami. It's just like you allow the chemotherapy to kill the cancer cells, but sometimes even the normal cells are hit. But now I will rebuild the body with the help of supplements. So from day 4, and then titigil ko na naman siya 2 days before the next chemo. Para lang hindi maghalo-halo yung mga so that's how I cycle it. That's what I would do in practice. Alam ko marami kayong tanong tungkol sa mga doktor, paano sila papaniwalain. If I knew the answer, I would be diamond today. But slowly, we are educating our colleagues as well. Nutrition is now becoming part of mainstream Congress topics. Doctors who don't study nutrition or who are not attuned, maiiwanan because yung mga pasyente mismo mag-demand for more aside from giving drugs and drugs and drugs. So, importante no, keep ourselves on the cutting edge by studying all these other modalities. Even mind stuff na naaral ko yung paano how meditation can and visualization exercises can lead to certain results. I'm a Silva Mind graduate, so I would know how to program certain things. I teach my patients hypnosis before chemotherapy para hindi sila magsuka during chemotherapy. Kasi minsan papasok ko lang sa hospital, nakita yung mukha ko, nasusuka na sila. But if you teach them to visualize things in such a way that, hey, chemotherapy is not your enemy. It's supposed to help you heal. So I inject that kind of programming in their head. Kaya pagdating sa chemo, bihira na lang yung nagsusuka unless very strong chemotherapy. So all these things come into place sa practice.
Pwede tabi yan.
Sige, Doc. Thank you.